Hello, very warm welcome. Let's talk about the 39-year-old from Oviedo, Spain, Fernando Alonso. He returns to Formula 1 in 2021. And I, for one, are very, very excited about this. I mean, Fernando Alonso is a quality driver. He's up there with Max, Lewis, Russell, Leclerc. Alonso is absolutely quality. Sebastian Vettel also, although Vettel had a really tough season. He returns in 2021. It's like a love story. It's like Titanic. The amount of times Alonso keeps coming back to Renault. Obviously, he won the two titles in 05 and 06. He went to McLaren. Didn't really work out. And then he went back to Renault. And now he's having another spell at Renault. And he will partner Esteban Ocon as Daniel Ricciardo goes to McLaren. Alonso returns. Now, is he coming back to... is he coming back just for 2 years and then promote someone? Or is he coming back and it's going to be all out Fernando Alonso? We'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how he does on his return. I do think Fernando Alonso will beat Esteban Ocon because he's experienced. He's a world champion and he's just got this love affair with Renault. But obviously Renault will be called Alpine next year. I'm intrigued to see how he does because we've seen it. Michael Schumacher had a long layoff. He came back in 2010 and he was awful. Absolutely awful. He was. To the driver we saw in his first stint. Robert Kubica is another example. Was a world champion in the making. Had a horrific accident. Came back. He was gone after a year. So Alonso, of course, he's been away. He's been winning Le Mans, World Endurance Championship. I mean, he's competed in all these different categories. Also did the Dakar. But yeah. I mean, he's been around. He's been getting a seat fit at Renault, Enstone. He's been at the factory all the time. I don't think it's going to affect Alonso as much as it did Schumacher and Kubica. Alonso is top class. Arguably could have 5 titles. I honestly think it's a bit criminal that Fernando Alonso has only got 2 titles. Alonso is world class on his day. Yet he's only got 2 titles, 05 and 06. Could have won it in 07. McLaren didn't pick a number 1 driver. They basically handed the title to Ferrari. Could have won it in 2010. Bad strategy by Ferrari. Quite ironic because they always seem to make bad strategies these days. Got stuck behind Vitaly Petrov. Couldn't get past. Championship gone. And then 2012 where he basically took a dog of a Ferrari car to the last race and nearly won the title. But yeah, to only have 2 titles for Fernando Alonso is criminal, really. And for me, he's always been the best starter in Formula 1. He is world class at starts. World class. I mean, you look at Monza, you look at Spain. You look at Spain again, where he went round the outside of 2 world champions. His big downfall, Fernando Alonso, has always been choosing teams. It's not gone well when he's chose teams, like moving from Ferrari to McLaren. And another downfall is he can get very angry, downbeat. I mean, his radio rants. For example, the big one that's GP2 engine, GP2 at Honda's home track. I mean, it doesn't get any more embarrassing. You're running a McLaren Honda engine. Alonso comes on the radio and basically calls it a GP2 champion at their home track. Another one was round Spain. The engine feels good. Much slower than before. Amazing. So he's basically just slaughtered the car he's driving at his home track. But that aside, I am looking forward to Fernando Alonso's return. I think he can beat Esteban Ocon. And I'm interested to see what they can do, because who knows who dominates when the rule changes come in. It's probably going to be a Mercedes whitewash in 2021. Alonso will have to fight in the midfield and get Renault to at least third in the Constructors, because they finished 5th. Esteban Ocon had a great result at Sakhir Outer. Alonso, we all know his quality. He is a world-class driver. He's like Marmite, Fernando Alonso. You either love or hate him, but no one can doubt the talent he possesses. He took on Michael Schumacher in his peak and at times came out on top. He has had strong competition through his F1 career, Alonso, Schumacher, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Vettel. I've got to admit, like, Fernando Alonso, I've always liked Fernando Alonso. 2007 at Hungary, when he blocked Hamilton in the pit lane on purpose. I didn't like him then, but he's come on leaps and bounds. He is a world-class driver. Comment down below your thoughts on Alonso. He is Marmite. You either love or hate him. But for me, having 2 championships is staggering for someone like Fernando Alonso. What is that about? He should have more than 2 titles in my opinion. But I'm really excited to see him back on the grid. And yeah, Kimi Raikkonen, Fernando Alonso. They started in 2001s. And they're still going strong. They're still going strong. They have the passion for racing. It's clear to see. And they're still on the grid. I'm looking forward to see what Alonso can do at Alpine.